So this exclusive story time is gonna be about part-time jobs in Japan, how we get part-time jobs, and some tips and stories. We've got a gazillion part-time jobs in the past, so I don't want to really name it, but let's just name the part-time jobs that we have right now. Sarah, what's your part-time job right now, girl?
I work in a storage factory, sort of.
And how did you find it?
In high school, you're not really supposed to have part-time jobs, so me and my friends wanted a job where teachers will 100% won't find us, and if it's like a factory, it would be, you know, impossible. So that's why we work there.
How'd you find it?
I think on a magazine. My friend found it.
There's a magazine called Taonwaku in Japan, and there's a part-time job called Hakken. Hakken is basically under a big company. They get like little jobs that you could do here and there, like cleaning or events or like concert, security, staff, stuff like that. And then they just give you random jobs for really high pay. If you guys are foreigners that want to go have a part-time job in Japan, that's the kind of jobs that I would recommend. They're very lean on it, and it's very hard to not get that job. Like even like disabled people can easily get jobs there as well. So, and they have good pay. It's not the most lavish job, but I would definitely recommend that. And you can find them in town work magazines. There's a whole bunch of town work magazines, like boop boop, like different magazines. You can find them in any convenience stores. They're free, and then they come out with like a resume sheet. That's the kind of jobs I would recommend. However, the kind of jobs I do, I have 3 jobs right now.
I do not only know 2.
What name?
Life and 7-Eleven.
Oh, bread. Yeah, panesan. So I have 3 jobs because we live in Kobe and it's like a city, and there's like job offers everywhere. It's so much easier just going to the place with the job offer. Like if you see a sign on a store that says they're looking for staff, then you just go there, show up, and like go to the interview. And that's the fastest way you could get a job. And that's how I got all 3 of my jobs. And some tips. Hakken, anyone could really work, right? Hakken is the best, guys. If you guys are foreigners, you could get a lot of money and it's very easy. Usually sekyaku-gyos, like work that you're gonna have to deal with customers, like for example like a bakery or a convenience store, they're not gonna really accept that many foreigners. If your Japanese is good, then that's great, but then foreigners that have like a very strong accent or have a hard time doing keigo, which is honorifics, then the possibility of you getting a job is very low because it's just gonna be that much harder for the company to train you. That's why. And story time.
About work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a bad story.
Anything. Why you have a bad story?
Oh
my god.
Don't you have any? I feel because you work so much more. I've only worked 3 jobs. First was Rojin Home, which I really hated.
Rojin Home was like the old people home.
Yeah, seniors.
I liked it.
You liked it?
I loved it.
You like cleaning their diapers?
I didn't.
Don't you think the people, like, not like the old people, like the people that worked there was like so like depressing, and like they were like so mean to each other. They really hated each other and stuff, and they really like saying like, oh, this person doesn't like care about the workers and stuff.
It was really hard session thinking because like the grandmas are always saying like they want to die and stuff, and then the staff are like crappy. They're always smoking cigarettes, talking BS about everyone that's there. But then like I don't know, I had some kind of satisfaction talking to the grandma and grandpas.
Yeah, like I liked talking to them too, but then the people would be like, don't talk to them, get back to work.
Really?
So I didn't really get to talk to them, and that's why I was like, maybe I shouldn't talk to them because it will seem like I'm not working like that. I hated that place. I got fired, you know that, right?
You got fired?
I didn't quit because
how did you get fired?
Oh, number 1, I was a really bad worker, and like I wouldn't like you guys. I didn't know, but you guys like memoed like everything, right?
Yeah.
Like I didn't like memo or anything, and it was like my first job. I didn't know you had to like memo and stuff and remember all these stuff. And
I didn't know you got fired.
And like I don't know, I feel like those kind of jobs where you like, you know, it's like you're, you know, it's like people's lives, right? So I thought you need like some kind of
license. Actually, you do need a license.
That's what I thought. I wouldn't like have to know all like the really important, like what this medicine's for this. I thought it was sort of like a helper, so I thought I didn't really have to remember it. But then like they were like trying to make me remember like, oh, this medicine, this person needs this medicine. This person, when you're feeding them, you have to like do this with their food. Like everyone has like a different menu, different medicine.
Yeah.
So I didn't like even try to remember it.
So after 3 months
No, 1 month.
1 month? What did they say to you?
The day I was supposed to come to work, but I didn't come because I had like school in Bunkasai, and I forgot to yakumu. But they called me. It's like, oh, you had work today. Why didn't you come? And I was like, oh, I was thinking myself like I had school. I forgot to tell you. Like, okay. Well, we're gonna like ちょっとやめてもらうと思います like that. And I was like, oh, in my heart, I was like, yes. Yes, please fire me. But they were so like mean, I feel.
I worked there for 2 years. They were really mean, but then why did I push myself so hard? Oh, they were...
What?
I think I had fun because, well, it didn't bother me that much, and I actually remembered the stuff, and I really like taking care and like feeding the grandmas and the grandpas. I actually really enjoyed that kind of work, and like sometimes I would ask the grandmas to write a haiku for me, and they'd write a haiku, and I'd be like, oh, it's sugoi kirei desu ne, like that. And like there was this grandma that was like 100 years old.
Ume-chan.
Ume-chan, yeah. And then like I would always talk to her like, Ume-chan, konnichiwa. It's like, konnichiwa, one-chan, konnichiwa. Kyou wa nani shiteるの, one-chan. She's like really spazzy sometimes. Yeah, she was a little demented because she was really old. She was 102 years old. And then like she would be really hyper and stuff, and like she'd talk about like really random stuff, and I had a lot of fun with that. And that's one thing I liked. And two, Tencho really liked me.
The woman?
Yeah, Jen used to work there too, right?
Oh, yeah.
And she liked Jen too. So then like in the New Year's when we worked, like there would be like a whole bunch of staff like just eating lunch, and then the Tencho would suddenly come with like little presents for us, and she'd give us gifts. And three, there was like this really hot guy, and like he was so hot. He's one of those people that like he's really hot, but you could tell that like he's so used to getting all the girls. So
yeah.
like at night, because we would finish around like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
He would come on his bike and he'd be like, oh, you could just ride at the back of my bike, and then I'll take you to the station to go. Okay, so Rosie Homo, model for me. That's the first I have.
Funny desu.
You worked at a Famidesu?
Yeah, Jolly Pasta.
Oh yeah, Jolly Pasta. Oh yeah, there's so much drama in part-time jobs in Japan, especially.
I think
worked at
everywhere,
Mr. Donuts.
really.
You worked at Joripa, and we both had like a handful of drama. Yours, was it like the Tencho, the boss, was hooking up with everyone?
Not everyone. My mom has a friend that works at the same part-time job as me, and she got married very recently with a chef in that place. And apparently before that chef married her, he was dating someone else in that place, but he found that she was cheating on him with the Tencho, and he knew they were dating, but still he hooked up with her. I think it was so much worse.
When I used to work at Mr. Donuts, the Tencho, he was divorced. He was married, had a kid, and then he divorced because he cheated on someone, and he had a kid with that someone else. And then he was like working at Mr. Donuts with 2 kids to take care of, and then he got someone else pregnant in the staff working at Mr. Donuts, and they suddenly announced that they were getting married. Yeah, and then the person that he got pregnant with, she already had a daughter because she was also divorced as well. So now Tencho has 4 kids that he has to financially support suddenly. So yeah, like stuff like that, it's very normal. Okay, let's talk about good stories. If you're very lucky, then you'll be like me, because I found myself a job at the bakery, and I think I got really lucky because that job you could like sit around because there's not that many customers, and in that time I just answer emails. But yeah, I was really lucky. So if you guys are good at Japanese, I would say look at
I think like
signs
convenience
near your
stores
house.
are definitely okay.
Oh yeah, convenience stores.
And I see a lot of foreigners that work in convenience stores.
Really?
Yeah. In the family mart I go to all the time, there's like a Chinese lady. If you're like Indian or you kind of look like Indian, you could probably work at an Indian restaurant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Or if you're like Chinese, you could probably work at a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah,
like stuff like that.
Yeah. What I find really important is if they want you to write the resume, write it like really nicely, because I always felt like they really needed me more than I needed them. So I always wrote like the resume like really like whatever, like as long as I get the important parts. But then like when I did that, I didn't get some of the jobs. But then once I wrote it like really nicely, I think I got all of the jobs I wrote really nicely.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
know
was
you
so surprised how you
write it.
Yeah. I was like, whoa, because I think it's like good practice to write those resumes, because when you go to work, like even like the way I write it, and I write it so much better than you, it's like
Yeah, you
not
write
enough. Like it's like you have to be more tinted.
When I saw yours, I was like, dang, she really takes her time on this. Like you're like writing every single space. Like shh.
It's Japan, man. They like, you know, the results, you know.
And another tip is aegyo. Smile and eye contact.
Don't you like sabisu? Aegyo means business.
No, I meant aegyo. It's a Korean word, aegyo.
Oh.
Aegyo means to like amaeru. So like just smile. I really want to work with you. And then when they get the job, you're like, thank you so much. I need it. Thank you. That's how it was like that on my first. Thanks for watching our part-time job video. I hope you found it helpful. Comment down below what you want to see next with me and Sarah. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Why are you just laughing? Why aren't you like saying like, yeah guys?
Okay, yeah guys.
So this is a part-time video and you have to be like, yeah. Next time we'll make another video and you can be like, please like and subscribe and comment.
Oh, like catch bombs or...
Yeah, and go like this.
Okay.
So we'll see you all tomorrow.